I'm a Celtic, and I'll play as hard as I can for this organization.
Think about Celtics basketball over the last decade and more. You think of Paul Pierce. He started here and he's been here, and so I know it was tough for him. I know it was tough for the organization to part ways with him, also, and KG too. It's two guys that helped this franchise go from being where they was before they got here to putting them back on the map and continue to win. And I think those guys, speak for themselves. They meant everything to this organization. And so I understand it was tough for everybody, but it was definitely a shock.
It wasn't difficult at all.
Was it difficult for you when Paul kept it?
No.
I really didn't think much of it because I know it's the business of basketball, you know.
I didn't feel anything. I actually landed in LA the night of the draft, and I got about 45 text messages come through the phone, and I thought I was traded, but you never know. So Paul and Kevin were traded. I actually talked to both of them, text message, and I talked to them on the phone. So it's part of the business. It's not the first teammates that I've been close to that have been traded away. Perk, Tony Allen. So it's part of the process.
That they're gone. That it's time for us to move on. It's a business. You guys have been here for numerous years. I'm pretty sure you've seen people come and go. So it's all about the next step, and now they're gone. If you haven't realized, so now we have to focus on what we have to do. They're not here anymore, so I can't dwell on that they're gone. It's not gonna be like any extra emotions, flowing through my body because it's Kevin Garnett. I already played against him before when I was in Oklahoma. I just had the opportunity to get to know him on a more personal level when I was his teammate. But now it all reverts back to, him being on the opposing team. Now he's as he would say, I'm an enemy. Now he's my enemy. So that's how it is. But, we're trying to win the game. And we're not just going against Kevin Garnett guys.
What about Doc? I give Doc a lot of credit. Doc was a great coach to play for. He was very hard on me. He helped me become the player I am today. I give him a lot of credit. And now he's going to LA. So that's that.
Not too much questions, please.
¿Qué dije yo cuando viniste para atraerte acá?
That's easy. We go to the Cuban restaurant, so that's easy. When I take the food there, I say I want to stay in Boston. No, that's joke. It's not difficult, It's not difficult for coming here. It's the best team in NBA. It's a great opportunity for me. So when I come here for practice my first time, I'm thinking I want to stay here forever.
¿Qué significa el ponerse este jersey?
It's I don't know. I can't explain it for you. I feel like dream. For me, it's a dream. Put this T-shirt. We say the Celtic wants to sign you, and I say yes, fast. The colors green, white. I told you before, it's easy coming here. It's Boston Celtics, NBA, it's the best team. So nobody helped me coming here. Not legends here, like Larry Bird. I love Larry Bird. How he shoots, play. My play style, I don't know. I like fight, plays on the paint, rebounds, dunks, pick and rolls. You see me play sometimes, so I'm center. No more. I don't know. Say I play physical plays. I like passes. I like dunks. I like play pick and roll. This is basketball, So I think I play in Spain like this, and I hope I can play here too. I try to do my best here. I try to play my minutes.
Your nickname, when did you get it?
I don't know who put the nickname for me, but I'm happy because I like this name.
The best team builder you can have is not an exercise that you do at night together, putt course or whatever the case may be. It's getting really good defensively. It's doing a really hard thing together. It's building that bond that way. So that's going to be a big, important part. And then I think we've got to space the floor and play with pace. So whether that means when we're getting it up the floor, obviously we want to play in transition. But we're in the half court, I think the ball's got to move. I think we have to play with pace. I don't know that we'll be at our very, very best if we're isolated early in the shot clock. And so I think that's what we're going to try to do.
I mean, shit, the guy he's not going to be perfect. I mean, everybody's used to a certain standard around here, but I mean, it's going to take time. Everybody knows that you go through a true adjustment once the season starts, from college to NBA. But I feel like he's going to be ready for that challenge, and I think he's going to, get ahead on it. He's going to, surpass it, what everybody thinks. I think he's a great coach on X and O's, and he knows the game, and he studies the game, and he loves the game, and I think that's going to get him by.
Well, me and Brad have become best friends. So, like I said, we talk every day. We laugh and joke. We just had dinner the other night. So, I'm going to help him. He's going to help me. And, he has my full support. And I told him from day one when he came to my camp that, I'm 100% behind him. And whatever he wants to do, whatever he wants to change, I have an open mind, and I'm ready to listen and just, be accountable for what he has to do for me.
He's, a basketball genius, first of all. First and foremost, he knows the game inside and out. I mean, he can see things on the floor that some people can't even see when they're watching tape and they're allowed to rewind stuff. So I think, it'll be great to be able to pick his mind and really, try to take some of his IQ and add it onto mine.
I think it was important for both of us to get off to a good start, get to know one another. This is his team, this is my team. So, like I said, I'm very supportive of him, and he's been very supportive of me.
I'd like to give him a 4-year contract extension. He's been great. He's been easy to work with. He's very intelligent, hardworking guy that we thought that he was. He gets along with everybody. He's a great communicator. He's got a tough job ahead of him this year. I think that we have a lot of good players and no superstars. I mean, other than Rajon, who won't be ready for the start of the season, but just managing the minutes with a lot of players could be a challenge for him. And it's not a perfect roster, and he's going to have to mix and match a lot of different things and be very creative and manage the egos.
When I'm away in the summer, as you guys may know, I'm hibernating. I'm away. I don't really pay too much attention to what the media said or what people say about me. So, and I think he has the same mindset. He came and spoke with me. He didn't have any pre-things that he thought about me. He was very open and honest, and I think I did the same thing with him. So, what people may say is different when you cross these lines. Coach and I, right now, have got off to a great start, and we'll continue to stay on those lines. I respect him as a man and as this coach of this organization, and that's that.
He won't have any problem assimilating into how we're trying to play, because a lot of it is based on his strengths. And watched him a ton, met with him a ton, but I think when you have a guy of his caliber, you try your best to fit to him. He doesn't need to fit to how I've played in the past. I need to fit to him, and that's the way I've approached each and every one of our teams that I've ever coached. Is you take your guys, you take their strengths, and you try to coach to their strengths the best you can.
He didn't come in with a negative attitude or thinking differently of me, of what the media has said. So I had to give him a lot of respect for that. And like I said, if I got my teammates' respect and the coach's respect, that's all I can ask for. Everybody else really doesn't know me.
It was totally new for me. There's a lot of jokes about some picture where we all looked miserable on the podium, but no, I'm happy to be here. I think at first it was like kind of a shock, and I never thought I'd be a Celtic, but after being around Coach Stevens, Danny Ainge, all the people around the organization, my new teammates, it's been great so far. So we're excited. We kick things off tomorrow and go from there. I think you always have to be able to make fun of yourself. You can't take life too serious, but to be able to go in the Garden, have everyone booing you and get a win or something like that, it's the greatest feeling. If nobody said anything, nobody cares. So I appreciate everyone out there. All we care about as players is our home crowd. As long as we have that support, we're good. So on the road, it's supposed to be hostile. It's supposed to be, you know, everyone saying crazy stuff, and you're supposed to try to get a win and, you know, leave them kind of, you know, with their words.
Feeling strong.
When do you expect to be playing for the Celtics?
The 2013-2014 season.
At what point?
Probably sometime in the winter. Maybe the fall, you just never know.
What can you tell us about his timetable for coming back, Rajon?
I can't give you anything but a guess, and I probably won't guess. I'll let you guess. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. He won't be ready tomorrow, obviously.
I'm able to bike. The bike has become my friend.
He's doing what he can, and I've been very impressed by his work. And I think that he'll be back sometime during the season.
Well, I'm doing basketball things now. To what degree? I'm still no contact, but I'm able to get on the court and work on my shot, work on my free throws, work on my ball handling. When I'm mentally ready, I'll play. You know, until you go through this type of injury, you know, a lot of people gave, you know, Derrick Rose a lot of heat about not playing or whatever the case may be, but you know, this injury isn't difficult. I mean, it isn't easy. At the same time, it's more mental when you come back. When you get around, you know, 10 or 11 months, it's just feeling confident. You know, you want to feel confident, especially the type of players at the point guard position that we are. You know, our legs are pretty much everything. You know, we use our speed. He's very athletic. I'm athletic, and you need that mental aspect to go up and jump and come down without thinking about, you know, your leg again. So, because the last jump, you know, myself and him have come down and torn the ACL. So it's just being mentally ready, and when I get there, I'll play.
Just go out there and do what I do best. Create from my teammates, defend on the defense end, pressure as much as possible. Just go out there and play my best. Not asking for too much, just do what I do best. I'm asking Rondo, I'm in Rondo's ear every day asking him what can I do to be better. Just how he is now, he earns a lot of respect from his teammates. How he talks, how he walks. It's pretty cool to watch him, and I'm just trying to learn everything he does because he's 6-7 years in, and he's respected as one of the best point guards in the game now. So I'm just going to try to learn from him.
You know, I have an open mind to whatever my teammates need me to do. If that's play the two guard or point guard, it really doesn't matter to me. I just want to help us win games, and so you know, I don't really focus on what position I'm gonna be playing. But last year I was able to gain a lot of experience playing point guard in the playoffs and throughout the season. So I feel comfortable, and I feel like not only my teammates but Coach Stevens have helped me feel a lot more comfortable out there.
I just want to play basketball. You know, if you put me at the point, put me at the point.
The biggest change has been in the NBA is just the free time. You come to the gym, work out, and then you got like 10 hours to yourself just to do nothing. I think that's the biggest difference. But I usually come back to the gym anyway, so it's not too much. It's just all basketball now. You just take away your schoolwork, and it's just all basketball.
Do you think you don't miss school?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Do you ever do homework just to make you know?
Nope. Anything accustomed to schoolwork. Even when we got to do paperwork for physicals and whatnot, I hate doing that. But I'm just happy to be out.
I grew up, you know, trying to highlight Steve Nash, but that only lasted so long.
What, if anything, can you say about the court case? I would love to say something about it, but it's a legal matter now. And at this point, you know, only time will tell.
Just how much of a distraction has that been? How much will it be going into the season?
It's not really a distraction. As of right now, due to media day. So, you know, right now we just focus on basketball, and then when that court day comes, and then we'll have a distraction that day. But as of right now, I'm just focused on basketball.
Are you concerned at all that about your reputation and what happened this summer, the Celtics fans might look at you differently?
Honestly, things happen. It was a mistake, but at the same time, you know, this really shows where my character's at and where I go from here.
How close are you being where you want to be?
Not close. Being out for 6 months of not playing basketball, it's really tough. And so I got a lot of work to do, and only training camp can help that.
I think that he needs to get in better shape. I think, just better conditioning. I thought last year he needed to get in better shape too. So that's something that Jared's going to have to work really hard at.
He's in the country. I just know he's deep. I just know he's deep in the country. I don't know exactly where. I just know in Alabama in the country.
I think the main thing that a lot of people have taken out of this is that I didn't want to come. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to be a part of it. That's so far from the truth. I think the main thing was me being a veteran for 13 years. I've been traded for 3 times in the past 3-4 years. This trade kind of caught me off guard. I didn't see it coming. I didn't know nothing about it. It ain't like, my agent talked to me about it and said, well, it's a possibility there might be a trade or something. I'm basically sitting at home with family and friends. We're sitting around the table playing cards, getting ready to watch the NBA draft, and bam, it hits the screen. I don't know anything about it, so it kind of caught me off guard. It put me in shock, and, you kind of sit back and look at yourself and wonder, what happened? Is it something I could have done better this day? Or, in a situation that had nothing to do with Boston and me coming to Boston.
Gerald's he's a leader. He's a veteran. This is 12 years for him. He's a guy that if we get up and down the court and we play the style that we're talking about playing, he can be very effective. And I think that we can all expect a lot from him this year. And we're looking forward to it.
I'm actually happy to be here in Boston. I've always loved the city of Boston when I came. And besides, I'm a Red Sox and Patriots fan, so I'm closer to my team. So, I'm happy to be here, and I want to be here. And, it's a fresh start. It's kind of hard, when you've been in the league for 13 years, coming somewhere that's got to start all over. But, for me, I think look at it as a challenge and, trying to turn this team around like I did in Charlotte and, kind of help these guys out and, push us as far as we can get. Well, I'm from Alabama. We don't have a professional team there, so I like Big Papi. I've always followed Big Papi. I enjoy watching him in those days, and that's how I became a Red Sox fan. And then I'm just fascinated with Brady. I like watching Brady play. I've been a big Brady fan since he got started in this league, and I've been following him since day one. Him and Coach Belichick, and those are my favorite team. Actually, at my house, I have a Patriots room, split Patriots and Red Sox room. Basically shoes, material things. I have a couple of Brady jerseys, a couple of pictures of Brady, Belichick, the championship teams, a couple of the Super Bowl pictures. I have a lot of the Red Sox World Series things. I have an autographed bat from Ortiz, just some memorabilia, and a lot of things from my career in the NBA.
Oh, Gerald's going to contribute. He's Crash. He's going to give 110% each and every night on the floor. He's not going to say much. He's going to give 110% in practice, and that's been Gerald. I played with Gerald 3 times now on 3 different teams, so you get the same thing from him every time.
Does he always disappear during the summer?
Always. That's that might be a surprise to y'all, but it's no surprise to me. You see Gerald all year, and then summertime he vanishes, and then he'll pop back up in basketball season.
13 years in, you never want to go to a team that's starting to rebuild and reprocess over. Your main focus is trying to get somewhere where you can, kind of end your career on a championship note. At the same point, I'm here. I'm happy to be here. I'm going to enjoy being here. I'm going to enjoy playing with the younger guys and the younger team. The main thing is, if we can improve, like I told the guys, a championship is what I would want, is what I want to go out with. But I've never won a championship in my life. So my life isn't based on championships. It's just based on me having a successful career and, having fun and enjoying the game and going out, on a positive note in the game. So if I can come here and, build with this team and improve with this team and get us back into the playoff contention and push forward from there, then I feel I'd be more happy than I would be on a team that's won a championship.
Gerald, he came in last week. We haven't discussed any of his concerns with the team this year. He looks like he's in great shape and in good spirits.
What kind of role do you think he has?
I don't know that yet.
Yeah, it's always appeared in that situation, especially coming from a team that, was just in the playoffs, that were capable of competing for a championship, and then you come here when the whole process, our mindset here is that they're rebuilding and starting over. So it takes you a while to kind of let that soak in and understand, what's going on with that. But at the same time, the game, we're playing a game of basketball. It's something I love to do, and just to get out and be able to play it in a historic place like Boston, organization with so much rich history, is going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to the season.
Kevin Garnett, he's a guy who pushed me to become, the player I ended the season as, and I owe a lot to him as far as my focus, my determination, and my aggression. I think this year, with the subtraction of Kev and Paul, and even Doc gone, I think with Rondo being out, myself will have just more of a focus on, from you guys, just everything I do will be more under a microscope. So.
You comfortable with that? Are you looking
I don't mind. I can care less. I know what I got to do. I just got to go out there and play basketball and, play my game. Things are going to come my way, negative and positive. You can never be right. My job is to continue to be Jeff Green, continue to play hard, continue to, play Jeff Green basketball. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not looking to, fill the footsteps of Paul Pierce or Kevin Garnett. What they've done is in the books. My job is to now create my own footprints and, be the best player I can be and not try to live up to anyone's standards. My actions will speak louder than words. Just how I play, how I go about practice, and I credit it to Kevin Garnett also. As far as how he came to work every day, how he prepared himself for the games. But I take that and put it in my own way, and I just got to lead by example. I'm a slasher. I'm get to the rim, try to dunk it. That's my game. My game is to get to the free throw line at least 8 times a game. I want to be aggressive, but when it's all said and done, teams change strategies, and then that will open up my jump shot. So, I'm continue to take the words of Kevin Garnett and be an asshole, be aggressive, and just continue to improve my game this year, next year, and next year after that. So, I just got to keep working.
My goal is for this to be a playoff team. I know you guys will write whatever you want to write, and think what you want to think, but we're out there to compete, to try to make the playoffs. If that wasn't the case, I don't think there's a reason to be here. So, it starts tomorrow.
We have a great opportunity ahead of us. We have great talent, great coach, and I feel like we can prove a lot of people wrong. I always say that only 5 can play the game of basketball at a time on each team. So if we go out there and play the best of our abilities and be that best 5, we can win a lot of games. So we just have to, bring our hard hat every night and be ready to play.
I don't think our defense would be not to take anything away from our team, but as good as the KG defensive teams. We're still young, the process, and on top of that, they had a system there. Doc Rivers had a system. We're coming in with Coach Stevenson, with new coaching staff and new players, and we're all into this new.
Even with those guys gone, they still expect us to go out there and compete, and that's one thing that we can do. We can always give effort, and that's one thing I'm definitely going to do. But their expectations aside, they still expect us to win games and still go to the playoffs. And so, we can't let the fans down. We got to, like I say, go out there and perform.
My goal from a coaching perspective is to get these guys in position to have as much success as possible as soon as possible. And that's going to be our task every single day. And to do that as a team, we're going to, number one, have to come together because it's a new team, it's a new group of guys, and share a common goal. And that common goal has got to be the best we can be today, get better, and then keep getting better and better, and try to be as good as we can by the first game, the next game, and just do it as a day-by-day, step-by-step process.